Hey friends, so my last video cut off because I don't know how to operate an iPhone. So today we're gonna be working on bubbles, and I feel like I want them to kind of float like around like this, like, and then I want to do the moon like right there. So that's what we're gonna do. I don't have any paint pre-mixed. I don't know why. Ooh, you know what? I also am not wearing my painter's smock. Let me change that. Okay, trying really hard not to drop anything out of my rolly cart. Okay, let me get this sucker on so I don't ruin my red pants, which I probably will end up ruining anyway. Let's be real. I feel like every day I bring you guys along, it's a rain day. Maybe that's the best days to paint. Uh-oh. Hopefully we're still in frame. I can't see because it's like way up here and I'm way down here. So let's get started on making some bubbles. What's my favorite brush to do bubbles with? I don't know. You would think a round brush, but actually I feel like the square brush or the filbert seems to work the best because you can just, I'm gonna try this guy. Always remember to get your brushes wet when you're working with acrylics. And I want to get some colors that are, I think I'm gonna, you know what, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to use, oh man, I'm almost out of white paint. That is a bummer. I'm gonna use white and I'm going to thin it way down. And I'm just gonna do a test one. Like, I think I want to have lots of bubbles down at the bottom and have them kind of go this way. Yeah, so we're gonna start over here. Okay, yeah. I feel like this brush is pretty good for the bubbles. Yeah, okay. And then you know what we do next? We just wipe that right off. Boom. Bet you didn't know you could do that. This is not really a trick. I don't know. Maybe I guess it is kind of a trick because I didn't know I could do that until I tried it. Okay, I don't want black. You know what? I should have, oh look, I have a whole tube of white. Yes, I thought it was out. Okay, I'm going to, I should have picked these colors out before I started recording. But I didn't, so here we are. I don't remember what colors I used to even start this painting. See, that's what happens when you don't work on something every day. You kind of forget what you were doing. So I'm just gonna pick some colors that I think kind of blend in this area. And I know there's obviously this turquoise color because I use this on freaking everything. This is probably one of my favorite colors to paint with right now. And this magenta color, you know, they're pretty common colors in my color wheel, I guess, if you would call it that. I don't know what else I would call it. So I'm gonna start by mixing some of the pink with the white. That's a little too pink, so I'm gonna add some of the turquoise in there. I want it to be a little bit lighter than the colors that I'm layering it onto because it'll show up better. And I'm just gonna kind of do bubbles of different sizes down here at the bottom, and then as I go on, I'm gonna build them up to go kind of like this. And then I want the moon to be right here and be smoky around it. I think it's gonna look really nice. I'll probably go ahead and leave these dandelions in the background just so they give the idea of dandelions in the background. Yeah, I'm gonna start right here. And just again to let you guys know, I am still learning. You know, I'm not some super fancy professional painter. I'm just this is my hobby. I have sold some paintings for sure. but I'm still learning. So if I'm doing something that is totally wrong or backwards, feel free to let me know. Or if you have any tips that I don't know, hit your girl up. Let me know. Teach me something. I like to learn. I'll do a smaller-ish bubble that is an oblong bubble. I'm trying to make circles, not. All right, that's pretty good. And I like to keep these kind of translucent because I don't want to take away from what else I've got going on here. I just am in my bubble phase, guys. Whatever that means. I don't know. Actually, I think I want to use some of this orange color in a minute, but right now we're just going to do this blue toned stuff. And some of them I'll make darker as it goes along, you know. I don't want to overwhelm my painting with bubbles where that's all you see is bubbles. And I'm sure that there's people out there watching me do this that already have a critique. There's no bubbles in space. Well, or, I don't know. Hopefully you're here because you enjoy what I'm doing. Ah! Oh God. Hey. Yeah. This kind of keeps it a little less finite by making it thinner and watery. And that way, if I don't like it, which I don't really like that one, that color is not the right color. Let's get that off of there. This turquoise color is very pigmented, so it's kind of hard to get rid of once you put it on, but we're gonna sure try. There we go. Pulled a little bit of paint off on that one. You can see it right there. Okay, I know I used like a different blue color. Where is it? I don't think it's phthalo blue. What color? It was like this Windsor paint. It's a very dark blue color. Oh, wait. Maybe it was cerulean. That's what it was. It wasn't that really dark Windsor blue. It was a cerulean blue. All right. Thin that down a little bit. Oh, that's a little too much. And okay. That's the color I want right here. Yep. There it is. Usually I'll take this little tray that I got. It's from the Levo machine, but this was the perfect container. It has this lid. Stick it together and it's like the perfect place to put your wet paints. A friend of mine suggested adding some, like a wet sponge. And I might need to do that next time. You know what, that spot is wet. We're gonna move away from that because it's still wet from me rubbing off that blue color. And it's not working with me, it's working against me, so we're gonna just go away from that. I think I need one more purple over here on this side, like right here. This feels like a good spot for a big, humongous purple one. Like a big, fat bubble. All right. Oh no, guess we're gonna go bigger. That's fine. It's kind of a translucent bubble. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're not gonna overthink it. We're just gonna throw some paint on the canvas and see what happens. Get too much in your head about it, then you're not gonna be as creative. Because you're gonna be overthinking it. You can't really be creative when you're thinking too hard. Alrighty, and a little bit of white. And probably some of this pink mixed in with this orange color. I like this. It's kind of red, but it's a, what is it called? Fluorescent red. I like it. It's one of my favorite colors in here too to work with. probably, you know what, I don't know if a fluorescent red would look good in here. That might clash. Let's try a little tiny one somewhere, like very small. And we'll just leave it like that. I don't really care for it. It looks weird. I'm not gonna do it. All right, we're going back to the pink. The magenta. And the blues. Let's see, we've got a little pink happening here. I think we need to stick with the blue for this section. See, this is what happens. I can't make my mind up. That's why I don't do these kinds of videos. I usually just do a time lapse because I spend a lot of time second guessing myself and thinking that maybe I should do it a different way or not liking the way I just did it. And yeah, I think we're gonna go like this with the bubbles. I'm just going for it, guys. I'll go with some more of these turquoise colored ones. That's a little bit too blue. It's a little bit pink in it. Oh, that's really watery. Oh well. Okay, fine. It's gonna be a big fat purple one. There we go. I gotta get some of that orange on there. I have to. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Well, it is what it is now. Woo! No going back now. We're all in. We're all in! All in with this color, guys. Okay, it's not bad. It looks actually it looks pretty cool. I like it. We're gonna keep going with it. I want one right here too. A big one right next to that big purple one. Oh yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're starting to kind of go, and I don't want to do that. I want it to go. So let's move over here and do some little bubbles on this side. I think I did have some really darker blues. Where is that? See, this is what happens when you don't have your paints organized. We're just gonna go with the phthalo blue. Whatever. If it looks bad, it's just paint. I can redo it. I can paint over it. It can be something else. I think I like that, and that's pretty good. It's not a perfect circle, so we're gonna fix it. Yeah, man, that looks pretty good. All right, let's see. Maybe and then I'm gonna have it kind of snake off up this way. You know what? I have this iridescent white. Maybe that would look kind of cool. Some balloons. Oh no, where is it? The never-ending hunt for paint. Okay. Well. Oh, there it is. Found it. A little dab of that in there. Lighten up some of my colors. All right, now I want to get something similar to this, and that's going to be this iridescent white mixed with, I think, not that turquoise color. That's not it. We're gonna go with the blue. Yeah. Get some of that water off my brush. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, we're gonna make that one big. Ooh, yeah, I like the way that's looking. I'm gonna add some of that iridescent white to some of these over here because they're looking pretty bleh. So we're kind of like, maybe we'll, I know what I'll do. An iridescent purpley pink color. Yep. Great. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make this kind of an iridescent too because it's not really doing it for me over here. Okay, oh, I like that much better. It also makes those little white stars in the background kind of pop. I don't like that color. It's a little too bright for what I'm doing here. Okay, let's rinse that out. Maybe some turquoise purple. You can hear my background noises, I'm sure. All right, yeah, right there. Little circles. I think I want to move a couple right in them. This midline section right here. So almost white, but very bluish white right about here, I think. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go with this. I don't think I want a big bubble right here. Yeah, I'm going for it. Going for the big guy right there. Yep, there it is. All right, I think that's it for today, guys.